Welcome in, everybody. My name is Mitch, and things are a little different this week. We've got one more week after this one to go. I'm joined by a special guest. We've got the work experience kid. He's sharing on the Zoom. I've got no idea what's going on. Welcome in, Jamie Brown. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good mate. Thanks for that chat to start. I feel like I had to scroll for a long time to find your name in the podcasters group, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I actually did notice that as well. I was at work today and I opened Facebook and I saw Mark Jessup post in the one of
Oh
I
yeah,
think the amateurs Facebook page, something about that, talking about the podcasters league, and I was like, oh yeah, nice. Should get a little bit of exposure here, see my name, and I think yeah, he's one rank. He's actually higher
oh,
ranked than me, and his screenshot cropped me out, and I was like, oh great, that's just so awesome. So Mark Jessup killed it this week because my team's absolutely rubbish. Thanks for joining me, mate. Like I said in the intro, we've got one more round to go after this one, round 26 and 27. To be honest, I'm a degenerate and I love the grind, but it is pretty a taxing season, mate. I know you've been doing this for 15 years now, however long you've been running the old YouTube channel, and the first year for me jumping on like this, but it's pretty tiring, mate. How are you going? How are you going with the excess, the dragging on of the season?
I think it depends how you're going to. Like, I feel like I've kind of tread water-ish for the last month or so, and you have the highs. There's always one or two really cool moments each week, and then you have the one or two downers. And Mr. Adam Dewey was one of those. We haven't scrolled down too far yet, but there's a certain Daily Cherry Evans that I imagine was a nice high for you, but it can definitely drag a little bit, and you see a lot of people fall off. But we've got so many people doing well in the private crew that it's just super exciting to see, and a lot of people still asking questions, final trades and bits and pieces. And I think this week and next week there might be a few less questions, so we can sail off into the sunset, mate, and hopefully get you into the top 1,000 somehow. Is it gonna happen?
Yeah, look, I think the days of me wanting to be in the top 1,000 are over. Around 26, that's not happening anymore. Unfortunately, I've got no trades. I'm going to need 35 of the best from Joe Ash this week. And I just wanted to touch on that as well, because I think this year is really different in regards to that for me as well. Because, like I said, I think I've had 3 or 4 years. I think 3 years inside the top 60. I've had two 60 finishes and then 21st last year. And I'll tell you what, when you're doing really, really well, you don't want the season to end. You actually
Yep.
want the season to continue. There is no fatigue in the back end because you're really excited. You want to push for the best. Now I've been out of trade for a few weeks. My team's sitting all the way at 1,800. I lost 200 ranks. I think the thing I want the most is for the season to end. But like you said, there were a few bright spots in my team, and none other than Mr. DCE. There's always a method to the madness, and I think the method to the madness in this situation was Ruben Garrett going down.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Luck.
So there's a bit of luck there. He did kick 10 goals or something, 9 goals. And I think I said in the group chat, like DCE is popping off today. He's scoring more than 57, and the bloke nearly doubled it. So that was my
Oh,
shining light of the week. Everybody had turbo as well, and I was getting pretty annoyed that I couldn't fully enjoy DCE to myself
mm.
because everybody had turbo and turbo was a freak. So that's kind of, probably where the shining lights in my team finished. DCE, I've got Mr. Jermaine Hopgood there, the prince that was promised. I started with him and I was super keen to finish the year with him. So that led me to a 999 for the week, which is pretty gross. I was having a really good week, pretty decent week until Adam Dewey went down. And yeah, like I said, I don't have any trades to trade him. So 999 for me, mate. I know I think you finished higher than me. I haven't watched your round results video yet. I don't even know if you posted it. And chances are I'm
Just
not
now, I
gonna
think.
watch it. So yeah, don't even think I want to watch it to be honest. So 999 for me, mate. DCE, our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, at least the Edge boys would you'd be happy with that, the 58 and the 56 there. But yeah, the Dewey one was the sad. Like if he comes out and lobs even a 50, it's a you're probably sitting maybe 1,500 or something like that, and you feel like you're a good chance of that top 1,000. But what's that news that apparently the Panthers boys might be rested? What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm gonna need as much as I can get this week from a Joe Ash Papali'i or a bench Siwa Wong because it sounds like Penrith boys
Oh,
are being rested, so that's just so great. My pick,
so
if he
bad.
didn't get knocked out, that's a few weeks ago. He would have given me a good score that week. Would have played last week, and then now he would still be a starter. But Trent Robinson is such a rubbish coach, and he thinks Victor Radley is an 80-minute edge. So that's tough. It looks like I'm going to be playing a Siwa Wong and a Joash Papali'i. We've got, like I said, Eli Katoa. does he get a rest this week or next week? It is
Mm.
coming, so I'm kind of hoping he gets rested this week and I can just play the 17 blokes I have because, yeah, it's going to be a bit of drama over the next 2 weeks. But luckily, I'm about to book some flights international wise, so I don't really care about fantasy anymore. So I'm
Where
over
you
it. I'm
going,
pretty
big
keen for
fella?
the. Well, actually, a bit of a secret. Me and the missus are booking Hawaii,
A
so not
secret?
too. Yeah, a bit of a
Go out to the
secret. We're
world.
booking Hawaii, so I've got to start working some overtime so I can afford it. But yeah, booking Hawaii for the off season so we can yeah, refresh and ready to go for a bigger and better 2026. Hopefully, I'm a part of the plans. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. More on that later potentially. But mate, new little segment that you wanted to kind of get into this week. Bit of a trial, bit of a pre-season trial. Like you said, fantasy is a bit dead, towards the back end, and the fatigue's there. You're only going to have about 240 people click on this video, and it's 240 of the best. So I want you to take charge. You take the lead. My video, but I'll allow the work experience kid to jump on and have a yarn. What's the vibe, mate?
Yeah, he's been out the back sorting out some new plans, the work experience kid, and I just had a little bit of a thought to potentially bring. I've always wanted to have some type of like a fun video each week. Like it's a lot of fantasy stuff, and we'll still try and make it fantasy related, but to have a bit more of a banter between me, you, potentially someone else that can come on as well. We'll work that one out as we get closer. But coming out on a Thursday morning next week, the goal would be to have something where we get a few teams that are happy to send their teams in and to get an absolute roasting from Mitch especially, and then a little bit from myself as well. So we've got a couple of volunteers this week just to trial it out, how that one might look, and yeah, we'll just absolutely tear the shreds off it. And we know how much you guys loved Mitch losing it at Watson last week, so we'll have that type of feel in this video as well, which will be good fun. So that'll be the first thing each week, so a bit of a roast. So we're going to start it now. Number two here, I just think a little one against each other, just the moment that we secretly loved, right? We didn't want to say it out loud, but we're going to have to in this, that we secretly loved that happened to each other's team. So Mitch seems to bring it up on a regular occasion, but just to say it to each other's face, I think it's going to be fun. And the other goal, we actually live fairly close together, guys. So hopefully get each other together in person every week. We'll just add to that experience, which will be fun. And then number three at the moment, we're going to trial this, see how it goes over this 6 week period. And guys, we know how much Mitch hates Supercoach. We're going to make him do the NRL Supercoach finals this year. So that's going to be part of it. Get everyone, all of you guys involved as well. But for number three here, we're doing for the 6 weeks. It's going to be a prediction game. So fantasy related, but how it's going to work. We're going to give two predictions each week. Could be anything. Anything fantasy related could be like, okay, they're going to have -10 in demerits this week. That could be your little thing. But how you need to come in with it, there's a little bit of a point system, right? So let's just go through it right now. We're going to give it a crack. So if you give a prediction that the other person thinks is just absolute garbage, it's just like the most boring thing you've ever seen, just instant -1. But you guys are going to help in the comments as well as the tiebreaker because there's two of us right now. So you guys, whoever has the most votes in there, will help us break that tie if we happen to come to that 0 if your prediction doesn't come off. 1 if we think it's about a 50 to 60% chance of happening is a 1 pointer. 40% for 2, 30 for 3, 20 for 4, and then a 10% out would be 5 points. And you can go for the little Hail Mary play as well for a 10 pointer, which is just you know, someone to get 100, someone to get 95, that kind of thing. But if you lose this one, you lose 2 points. So it's a bit of a risky type play. So that's the general thoughts on how the video might pan out. Mate, Mitch, you mentioned there potentially coming on board with a little bit more work next year. So you got your one video at the moment, but we're going to add this one as well, and maybe just give a little preview as to what we've been working out in the background.
Yeah, mate, and it's a really good point that you've like I said, guys, the work experience kid is trying to get a promotion he's trying to get a paid gig, and I really respect that, putting in the hard yards behind the scenes, and I really like the idea. Quickly, first on this, I really like this too because I know a few other podcasts and not really NRL fantasy related, but a few other ones that I listen to that are more real life and whatever. They tend to do something of your narrative of the week, your story of the week, what are your predictions of the week? And usually it's not really half-assed, but it's more. banter and funny wise, like, for the fantasy side of things, Scott Drinkwater did a ton up this week. Are you just saying that to just say it, or is there some merit behind it? And I really like the idea of kind of having a narrative of the week, but actually kind of pursuing it in a more serious manner, saying like, what do you think's going to happen this week? And I'm a real, I don't really want to toot my own horn, but I love NRL. I love football. I watch every single football game. I watch every single press conference. It's actually kind of sad, but I'm a real student of the game. Couldn't play very well. Played about 7 years ago, but I'm a real student of the game. So I tend to know football quite well, fantasy aside. And
We're gonna find
before this
out.
year, well, that's what I'm saying. Before this year, I actually would have told you I know fantasy quite well, but when you finish 1800, I think that's a bit of a lie. So, and just to touch on next year as well, I know you've got some things in the making behind the scenes, which I'm sure you'll release to everybody. Hopefully, I can get a bit of a hint on what those are too. That's a joke, guys. That's a joke. But yeah, I am taking more of a hands-on role next year. Obviously, if you're still watching 26 rounds in, then it goes to show that you do like my video. It's a bit, it's a bit chaotic, and I think that's how it's going to be next year as well. I started off pretty not nervous, but a bit hesitant on what I could do, what I couldn't do. I kept not needing reassurance on the direction, but about 3 or 4 weeks in, I just said, "Who cares what anyone else thinks? This is what I'm going to do." And it's gotten a lot of good feedback from obviously you yourself, and then the viewers, and even other people in other podcasts. I've had lots of love from the Talking League boys and the Amateurs boys, Austin, all those sort of guys. So I think we're going to continue on that trajectory next year. Obviously improving each week with the video, this little fun video too, which hopefully will be more football and fantasy related, which are two things I really do enjoying, and I will be having more hands on with your Mr. Private Group, which I'm sure you'll touch on in the off season and when the NRL season's over and you launch into that, I will be having a pretty big role, I hope, in that, which I'm looking forward to. Direct access to me, my goodness, what could you do with that, the viewer? So that's where we'll leave that. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to get into the video, mate.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, mate. Thanks for jumping on and just showing that you really want to help everyone out. Like, it's not just been about you. Yourself haven't gone as well this year, but happy to take the crap from everyone that gives it to you, and yeah, you'd be able to offer help as well. So yeah, a bit more of a one-on-one help thing with Mitch and helping answer the questions and just getting really fast feedback and help is going to be the big thing for next year. But guys, before we jump into the roast of the week, you, the audience, you are going to decide what our punishment is for the next 6 weeks. So we're going to pick the best punishment, the one we think is the most fun. So chuck them in the comments, send a DM about them, whatever you want to do. We'll let you guys decide what that punishment will be, just to keep you guys engaged and involved over the next few weeks. So, Mr. Austin has volunteered because he's in a bit of a tough situation, which we'll find out in 1 second. So last year, I have to give it to him a little bit to start the roast from my point of view, and I'll let it open for you, Mitchell. Austin was flying last year as well, and I mowed him down late. He ended up, I think just outside the top 1,000 or somewhere near there. This year, he's been in this sort of 200, 150 range for a long time. I got a little message from him on the weekend saying, GG, mate, you'll mow me down again this year because Dewey is out, and I now am playing with 16 for the final 2 rounds minimum because I don't have no centre cover. So that, what we'll say, Mitchell, poor planning. Was that piss poor planning equals piss poor performance? Led
No,
to
because to be fair, look, Austin's got some pretty fun picks in here, and look,
Yeah, he
he
does.
copped it. I can imagine. I know a few of those amateur boys, and I've seen the DMs and the community they've built. They're all good blokes, but geez, he copped it. I think Jessup gave it to him. All these boys gave it to him when he picked up Jaden Sewer, and I saw the vision. Look, I'm a big believer in the cheap back rower. I've jumped on Britton Nickera, pretty unlucky, right? But there was a vision there, and I was a firm believer on that. But then the bloke picked up Sean Blaw.
Oh,
Now, listen, I also see the vision in that, but like it is pretty unlucky. He was an 80-minute back rower the whole season. Then Osto picks him up, and then he goes 50 minutes, and now he's got a sore ankle and he's not playing. So that
his
is pretty
ankle.
tough. Leaving himself a centre short, that's pretty evil. I can't lie. Maybe poor planning. But he does really finish. You know, I find it hard to kind of roast Austin because I like him so much. You know,
Exactly.
I've enjoyed talking to him over the last 2 months or so, 3 months. So and he's ranked much higher than me. A little fun fact you'll notice is everybody is probably higher ranked than me. So it's pretty hard for me to go on and ramble about their rubbish team. But yeah, he's left himself in a pickle. Adam Dewey, you know, broken face, so he's out. So he's playing 16. He's got a few Panthers guys too, and Nathan Cleary, and he's got three of them. He's got the trifecta. He's got Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Yo, and the Avatar man himself, Dylan Edwards.
I'm still
So it
trying to
looks like
work out
he.
how a bloke that consistently gets 30s and 40s this year, he's actually probably worse than last year. No improvement. I don't know. I'm trying to work out when he was a buy. That's my question in all this, mate.
I think it was, as you can see from Austin. Like I don't even want to defend him. I don't want to defend him. I'm looking at his side, and he has his worst player is probably Sean Blaw. So it's looking like that was like a 21st man type thing, and he has a really a deep squad.
Yeah,
But
great team.
but it's not really helping that he's got Jaden Sewer, Sean Blaw,
Love
Latrell
the
Mitchell,
pod.
three Panther players, and
Absolutely.
Adam Dewey. Osto might genuinely be paying 13 this week. He's got Matt Burton as well.
True.
Matt Burton's out as well. He's got a hyperextension on the knee, so he's probably not going to be playing this week. Austin might be
Latrell.
running it. He might be running out 11 of the best
Oh
this week.
shit.
Oh my God, that's bad. Oh, yeah, I didn't. There's no roast. He's not doing the Sunday pod anymore for the amateurs as well. He's not playing anymore.
Maybe we'll give him a
He's off.
hug.
Yeah, I don't think this is. I don't think we can roast him to be honest, because he's probably sitting there copping it from all those boys and
Yeah.
just seeing he knows how bad his team is in this state as well. So I think we got to give him a pass. But it gives me a sigh of relief knowing at least I've got Joash Papali'i, Siwa Wong off the bench who are going to give me 25, 30 of the best. So I think that's where we'll leave for Austin's because he's already gone through it enough. Like
Yeah.
he's a good bloke, so maybe if you can give me someone that I don't like, and from one of these teams, then I can kind of go in a bit more.
Well, may know Joseph a little bit less. He's been part of the private crew for a while, but doesn't pop up too much unless he's asking a question. So he is a Broncos fan. So I don't know if you can give him crap. I
Uh,
might have to jump into this one here. But he's got the Fletcher Hunt special. When he became a buy for 1 week, good times, hey?
Hey, you know what? He's got Fletcher Hart, who did a whole lot more than Nathan Lawson did. So he's got
True.
Ruben Garrick there. I'm wondering if he
Good
has
point.
any trades left, or maybe did he keep Ruben Garrick to loop Jacob Carraz in? So this week, he's got Adam Dewey gone. We don't
There's
know if he's
one
got any
trade
trades
left.
left
One
or
left.
one trade left. So he's probably trading Adam Dewey. Ruben Garrick's going to be a well. He's got Jamin Jolliffe who's going to be a red dot looper. He's got Ruben Garrick who's going to be a red dot looper. Yeah, this team is in better shape than Austin, and it's probably a good little tidbit to say depth doesn't mean anything, and squad value means nothing if you can't field 15 players. So I know he wanted to say something about that as well. He's got
Yeah.
Austin gone, but sorry to go back to Austin. He's got the most deep squad that I've probably ever seen in fantasy for this year, and a bloke can only field 15 players this week at best. So back to Joseph. He's a Broncos fan. He is ranked a lot lower. Not a lot lower. Sorry, Joseph. You good bloke. He's ranked a little bit lower than me, so I can go in. And I'm just looking for the pods because everybody's got these same blokes. You've got Nafahu White, who you've probably had from round one. Probably goes to show why I'm doing so bad because I haven't owned him. You're stuck with Ruben Garrick. I mean, I was a big Jamin Jolliffe guy for 5 minutes back in round 21, so I can't hate too much, but you're
Yeah,
stuck
he's
with
good.
him. You've got Connor Watson, who you probably bought in round 19 like me instead of Harry Grant. So, I mean, Harry Grant is suspended now, but he's also a dud. The good thing with you, Joseph, is you will be able to field 17. Let's hope you can stay inside the top 5,000. But with a team like this, mate, it's not looking too good. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, no,
bumper.
that was a joke.
One
That was a
trade
joke.
though.
One trade,
Better than
Adam Dewey or
you.
Reece Walsh, because you're a
Better
Broncos
than you.
guy. Better than I haven't had a trade since round 17. So who's next? Yeah,
All
well,
right.
not good when we're going up. Not good when we're scrolling
So I
up.
got in there and I was like, can you send me your teams? Like if you're in a real shit position, you like 14 left, 14 players this week or
Yeah.
whatever. And then I get Brody to send in his team sitting in a very, very low 24th overall. And I said, excuse me, if you're going to send in your team that's flying and you want to roast, I'm going to roast you for sending in your team when you're good. So disgusting, Brody. Be better. We love you,
Yeah.
but be better.
No, that's not good enough, mate. This is a cop out. You're ranked 24. You're probably trying to get some exposure. You're probably trying to go, look
Yeah,
how good of a
exactly.
season I'm having. 24. It would be like me last year if I was jump in and say, hey, mate, like, can you help me out with my trade this week? And I'm ranked 21. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
exactly.
Brody. You're not getting roasted. You're just getting edited out of this video. We're not even
Yeah,
putting this in. You're not
done.
getting left right out.
Right, Ollie, he wants a roast from you, Mitch. Revilo's Raptors ranked 29th. Use my last trade to sell Connor Watson, your favorite player, to AD.
Oh my God. So the bloke's got no more trades left
Yep,
because he used his last. Is that someone? Did I tell him to do that as well? I gotta,
probably.
like I said, because like you said, like, obviously I said to in the start of the video that I will be helping out a lot more next year. There's access to me next year in some sorts for the private group. You pretty much get direct access. You get to send me a message on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, whatever it might be, to get your question answered, to get your fantasy advice, or if you want to tell me how much better I am than Jamie, you can also do that. And I did get a lot of questions, and I think Ollie might have been one that said, "Hey mate, like must win head to head or something, something, something." Connor Watson to eight, Adam Dewey, would you do it? And I said, yeah, I would do it. Is that the smart thing? No, but he asked me what I would do, and I would have done that trade. So
You were
tough luck. That's
you
what
were
you get
telling
for
everyone
listening to me.
to get on the plane to Bali with Watson early and stuff like that. So it was good fun.
Yeah,
Good
but
fun out there.
so let me try to roast this team. You still got AFB, that bloke's lost 200K. You got Joash Papali'i, who you might need this week. Tyron Wishart, who I've missed 2 years in a row. This team just looks like everybody else's. So again, like you're ranked super high. If you're ranked like in the top 500, you shouldn't even be able to do this because your team's better than the both of ours combined. So you know what? Again, you
Just
get striked,
three
Ollie. That's
trades
what you
left.
get for listening to me. Don't listen to me, and you would still have that trade.
Exactly. All right, last one on the roast. We've got Smitty's lads. He said he's got three trades left and he loves a roast. Three trades left. Is that lucky or is that just mismanagement? He's
All
got
right. Well, the
Herbie
bloke.
left
No, don't
and he
even
has
get me
three trades
started.
left.
I nearly just got riled up just then. I saw Hopgood and I was about to say, okay, I've got to go easy on this bloke. And then I heard you say three trades left, and you've got
What?
you. Why do you have Herbie in your team? So I get, this week it makes a lot of sense because you did you even get turbo score? So you would have got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
One,
you
two,
would
three.
okay. So is that why you didn't trade Herbie? Why didn't you trade Herbie 6 months ago when he was injured? What's going on?
He looked
You've
out
got her
Watson for you, bro. It's all right.
Herbie's probably back next week. You probably keep him now with your three trades. Like you probably don't even trade him now. But that's just yeah, that's can I say that's dumb? You still got Herbie. You love a roast, mate. You need to do something. Are you watching any videos? Are you listening to any podcasts? Like you've got Herbie. Did you delete app? Have you lost? Did you lose your Wi-Fi for 3 4 weeks? That Dolphins Warriors game was really really. It was actually August 1st on my birthday. So mate,
It's
you know
three
what? You
weeks
need to
ago.
you need to delete the app now because what's doing? Three trades left, and you've still got Jamin Jolliffe as well. Like you would have traded in
Doing
Hiroti, you would have traded in Hiroti to take
this
a
week.
score.
Yeah.
Oh my God, share or anyone who traded in Hiroti, Billy Burns, any Shark, any Knight Center to take that turbo score. Oh, you got some bad juju coming your way.
Hey, he's 1367 overall, but he should be 800.
Yeah, that's you. You're throwing away a top 500. You've
You could have
thrown
beat
away,
me.
not
Could have
thrown.
beat me, Joseph.
You've thrown away a top 500 because you've kept Herbie. The only other bloke I know who's kept Herbie is TK, and it's because he ran out of trades in round 15. So yeah.
Tough. Tough. All right, just a quick roast while we're here too. Don has got his profile picture saying Don. That's
Yeah,
almost as bad as me.
yeah.
JB.
Don, mate, we know who you are. We see you, champ. You don't need to have your actual writing in your name. So good bloke though. He's a great bloke, but mate, come on, what's doing? Pull your head
Just
out.
just because you're the best numbers man on the planet doesn't mean you have to
That's
yeah,
it. It's
don't have
just
to
like
add
me. If,
add to
if
it.
it's just like if I put JBFA in my name or put MD, like everyone, like I'm not doing that. I'm not copping out. I'm not putting JBFA.
Come on, bro.
All
You'll put
right.
like amateurs in there soon or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna me and Brenton. I'm gonna go with the Talking League boys. We're best mates. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw in. Yeah,
You're the new
something like
TK.
that.
There you go.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right, mate. The moment that you secretly loved that happened in my team this week. I don't know if you
All
remember what it
right.
looks like, but yeah, I'm all the way up here in 54th in the private group. Just
Show me your team. What did I really love for you? So, to be honest, I pray on all my good friends. I pray on their downfall. Like I pray to God no, I don't pray to God they get injured. That's bad. I was about to say that,
just
but
low
that's
scores.
You can't. I pray they just give you like a dirty 30 or something. So you know what I didn't love. You know what? You brought Tino in. And when he scored a try in the first minute of the game, I was pretty annoyed, to be honest, because I knew you brought him in. I know Cookie has him, and he was stamping his feet. I got blisters because I've been stamping my feet for DC all weekend. So I was happy for Cookie. I love when Cookie comes in and says, "Oh, Adam Dewey, like unlucky. That sucks. I don't
Oh,
got him."
bro.
Love that. I love that. Good bloke, Cookie. He
Oh,
means
unlucky,
well.
unlucky guys. I don't have
Yeah.
him.
They love that, eh? Everyone loves doing that. Like that's
Yeah.
tough, man. I had a gun week. So what do I secretly love for your team? You know
There's one that
what?
stands out to me.
The fact that you brought in Moetti Hiroti is just so funny to me. Like I get it, I would have done the same, but just
He's
seeing him in
popping
your
off,
team,
bro.
he is literally going to give you the grossest 27 of your
67 next
life.
week.
And the
67.
lucky thing for your team is you don't even have to take it. Like who do you have out this week? So you've got Adam Dewey
Carrick,
who's
D.
going.
Dewey.
Adam Dewey. I don't want to ruin the traders video. That's going. He's going to Reece Walsh. So you got. Let's replace. You got Garrick. Who are you not
That's it.
playing? You're not.
That's it.
You're not playing.
Oh, and
So you're
Cleary,
not
maybe.
playing Cleary. You won't play Cleary. You won't play.
That's
Yeah. See,
it.
your team's sweet. I'm gonna have to.
That's why I'm
Yeah,
up here,
it's not
bro.
looking good. Yeah, 595. Oh, you might finish 8,900.
Oh, I can't lose. I can't be worse than next year. Mate, the one that stood out, you haven't even said it. This one. The
Yeah, like
40 and then downgrade into a 35. That would have made you smile inside.
yeah, that one was okay. It's because I didn't take Connor Watson or because I obviously have Siwa Wong as well, and I didn't take those two scores. So Nath White. Yeah, because I would have had Hopgood when Hopgood
Oh,
59
true.
versus Nafahu White. So I just think no, Hiroti is just so funny, just
He's
bringing him
getting
in.
67 this week. I know what you're talking about.
I
He's a
know
jet.
Cookie brought in Billy Burns. I think to
Oh,
my
yeah, that one's weird
advice.
to me. But,
No, that was my advice. He sent me a message. He said, "What should I do?"
oh,
And I
because you hate
actually
Hiroti. Okay.
I didn't realize that he could have just took like a night center, but like I think taking Billy Burns is worth it anyway. So that's what
Yeah.
you get. See, if you listen to JBFA Jamie next year in the private group or in here, you get Moetti Hiroti. If you listen to me, you get Billy Burns. You get a starting back rower, aka Britt Nickera's spot. We all know that they love, to score tries and that. So what about
Yeah.
you, mate? Something you secretly loved about my team this week. We've got the DC Dirty 90, Hopgood scoring a try for 60. That's pretty grim. What do you think, mate?
You calling Mawini Hiroti Mawiti is good. But what stood out to me over the last 2 weeks is Siwa Wong getting benched. It's yeah, it's been fun. But the big one here was just yes, you had DCE, but it was just cut out by everyone else having turbo. That was
Yeah, that like it was good to be honest, because like obviously I don't check the scores while they play, and
yeah, you do.
I could just see Turbo like he had five offloads, he just kept offloading the ball, and I could just see he was on for a big one. Then he went bang bang bang, and DC didn't look like he was doing that much. I think from the chats it looked like he was on about 36 at half time, and then in that second half he just went bang bang bang, and
Mm,
once I realized he was on 90, I was stoked, but then I realized obviously Turbo's really highly owned.
yeah.
The only saving grace is probably not everybody could have took that turbo score, and it kind of did force everybody to bring in one of these gross Sharks players. I probably would have brought in Ronaldo Mulatalo personally, but
That would have been fun.
I'm not in a fortunate enough position. So I did cop DC starting half this week. I'm slapping the VC on him. Yeah, VC on him right now. He might even should I just captain him for the vibes?
I
My
reckon.
team's already in shambles anyway. I might captain him.
Get into it. All right, let's finish this one off, mate. Have you got any of your predictions ready to go? And Hiroti
All
is
right,
going to be in my prediction this week.
all right.
P.S.
So that's good. So. I want to stay on the trend of DCE because on the weekend I predicted I knew his 350th game. I knew he was in for an absolute banger, and I predicted he would score more than 57. I don't even know if that was controversial. The bloke hasn't scored. I don't know if he's even given when the last time he gave me a 50 was. I know he gave me a 60 something. I think he's only given me like 150. Quickly having a glance, he gave me two 20s in a row, a 60. Before that 60, it was, yeah, not good, 37.
He's a goal kicker now, though, so
He's a goal kicker now, but before he's only given me 150 score. No, 253 when I brought him in.
he's a
Oh
50
no.
average, man.
So he's given me two
Come on,
50s
move on.
and a
Prediction time.
53.
It's a
So
lot
prediction
of
time.
preamble here.
Yeah, I'm
People
just
want
I'm
to know
just
your
psyching it
prediction.
up. All right, I'm going DCE. to score above 59 this week,
So
and the
60
last
plus?
60 plus,
60 plus.
and not including the 90 just gone, but he's going to average 60 over the last two rounds.
Okay. So 60 plus, most likely both rounds.
That's it.
That's all right. So 60 plus this week. Who have they got? How many points are you trying to assign it?
So they play Dragons into the Warriors.
Just one game this week, 60 plus.
60 plus against the Dragons.
How many points are we getting from that?
What do you reckon? Well, considering he's only given me 160 since I've owned him in round 17, I reckon that's pretty like that's up there. That's not like a crazy prediction considering he's goal kicking now, but I mean you made it pretty apparent to me last week that Manly have to score tries. Newsflash, mate, they scored some tries and he
They
popped
did.
off. So yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna score 60 plus this week against the lowly Dragons. Wollongong 5:30. I might even go to that game.
Yeah, how
I'm on
many
Central
points are we
Coast
getting?
for you. Ooh. I thought you shouldn't you be the one to tell me how many
You
points
say
you
it
reckon that's
first because
worth?
if you say if you give me like it's a 5 pointer and I say that's awful, we get to drop down too.
All right, I think that's a 4 pointer. That's four.
So I personally think a 60 plus with goal kicking for a 50 average guy, that's gonna happen like 40% of the time is my call. I'm gonna go
No,
for a two. What is
could, could,
let us know in the comments. What do you think? I'm happy to go in between at three, but if everyone says two, we go down to two.
or considering Fogarty's like a 55 guy and he's like a goal kicker too. So is it really 40% of the time? Is Fogarty going 60 plus 40% of the time?
Do we let the people decide?
Let the people decide. They like me more than you, so
All
I
right,
think
three to
they'll hook me
four.
up.
3 to 4. All right, my first one. I'm going sticking with Reece Walsh. I think Reece Walsh goes for a 73 or better this week. He's going to go back to back to back big scores,
Yeah.
and I'm assigning that a 4 pointer this week.
Yeah, because that's not happening at all. So what do we do if I think that's not happening?
You
Give
think?
that like I think it just doesn't happen. So I think that doesn't happen at all.
Okay, well, that's fine. But do you think it's worth 4 points?
Uh yes, I think it's worth 4 points,
Okay.
but I think it doesn't happen. So sure.
Okay, that's fine. We'll find out. I get 0 points if it's no good. Number
All
two for
right.
you.
All right, number two for me. All right, does it just have to be like a fantasy points thing, or can it be like a statistic? Can it
Could be
be like a
statistic, something that's like, yeah, could be
all right,
demerits, could be whatever. They
all right,
score two tries, they do something like that, whatever.
all right. I'm going. Okay, this is gonna be pretty controversial. I'm going Jacob Carraz
Mm.
for six offloads.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. I like that.
That was just off the top of the rim just then because I didn't have any of
Yeah,
these
good
prepared.
planning.
So
Good preparation. I really
I'm
appreciate it.
going. Yeah, mate, don't ruin my routine. I don't plan, I don't script, I don't do nothing. I get in front of the camera. So you
Yeah,
coming here
you.
with all this and that. I
Blah,
know
blah,
he's
blah,
thrown a
blah, blah,
seven.
blah,
He's done a
blah.
seven a game. He's had a sevener offload game. How many times has he thrown six offloads? Is twice
Two.
from what I yeah. Two for seven. Yeah, it's gonna happen. He's throwing six offloads. Boom.
How many points have we given that?
Considering he's done it twice, I'm gonna say
So two out
I
of
reckon
like
four. Yeah,
20.
four's pretty good. 4-5. That's up there. I'm going rogue.
Yeah, I want DC's down. I'm happy for Carraz for six offloads to be a fiver,
You
personally.
think DC? You're confident in DC going 60
Yeah,
plus.
easy.
The bloke's had one try assist since I've owned him, not including last week.
Yeah, but they're flying now, so he'll be fine.
No, nah, that's up there. All right, correct. What's your second one? Give me your second one.
Hiroti, 62 plus.
No, zero, zero.
Are we giving that a 5 pointer?
That's a fiver. That's a fiver.
Okay, thank you.
I'm being generous. I could really. All right. Do you want to do? How many did you want to do? Three?
That's just two's good.
Two? All right. Two's good.
All right, we are we happy to lock in a threer for DC? I think it's two. I think I'm happy with three.
All right. I would say
If you're giving
four,
me
but
four and
all
five,
right.
I'm okay with that.
All right. That's fine.
All right.
All right. Lock that in.
So yeah, everyone send in your punishment. So we'll do 6 weeks. We'll do got the last 2 weeks, and we'll do the finals as well. So we'll yeah, we'll jump on for just a yeah shorter video come that time. But yeah, let us know what you think of this with that three-prong system here. We'll try and do that on a weekly basis. If you enjoyed the back and forth, let us know, and yeah, we'll make any adjustments along the way if we think it's needed. So there you go. Any final thoughts for round 26, mate? Any best buys of the week for you? Apparently Walsh isn't scoring well, so
Yeah, it is a pretty, it's not even a tricky week. It's a pretty boring week. It's going to be chaotic. If you can field 17 this week by the time Penrith have their rest, if you've got
that's
a
wild.
few Penrith players, yeah, but just know you're probably going to do better than me. Looks like I'm going to be playing a bench Siwa Wong, Joash Papali'i at 5'8". So, but to be honest, it's been pretty fun. I'm glad we could try this idea out, and I'm going to do really really well once I'm actually properly prepared for it. And it's just good for the viewer that they get to see more of me and. I mean, I guess more of you as well, maybe less of you. Who knows? We'll see what that's about. But I think yeah, probably good place to end it. I'm pretty keen for next year. I'm super excited. I'm sure you'll get into it pretty soon with everybody and let everybody know what it is.
Bigger
But
and better, as always.
I'm sure I will keep letting people know about it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the videos next year and the private group and all that good stuff and just giving my voice out to more people because that's what the people want, right? Like they don't want to hear
Apparently.
JBFA, Jamie Brown. They want to hear Mr. Mitch Tagara. So that's probably where I'll end it, mate.
Good on you, mate. Thanks, legends, for tuning into this one, and we'll catch you in the next one.